Hello and welcome to the Speed Energy Nationwide Series All-Star Showdown. Today we will be doing the Showdown for the All-Star Race, Segment 1 of the All-Star Race and Segment 2 of the All-Star Race. So someone leaving today will be $1 million richer and have 5 more points for the championship. This is how it works. Everybody that was that's locked into the chase is in. Everybody that's won a race is in. So that's about 13 people right there. Okay, and then there's a random draw driver. That'll either be Billy Bishop, Zach Harkenrider, or Dylan White, depending on who makes it or not. So the front two finishers in this race will move on, plus the first
Drivers,
driver that
start
was
your
randomly chosen. I'll go over in a minute.
Alright boys, just like we talked about in the meeting, what's going to pay off for us today is patience and consistency. Good smooth racing on the racetrack, and that's what will take us up to the front. We'll be there at the end of this thing.
Okay, yeah, so Billy Bishop was chosen first, so he has first priority of getting that spot. Then Zach Harkenrider was chosen second, and then Dylan White was chosen third. The reason we chose 3 people is because if the first 2 people that are chosen make it race their way in, then there'll be a third person to make it in. So at the end of the night, there should be there will be a 16-car field for the All-Star races. We are green. Angel Hernandez led them to the line. Nostrand to the outside. Zach Harkenrider, Luis Hernandez, and Stephanie Newman. Harkenrider, one of those drivers that got randomly chosen. So he will be trying to get in there. He's going to have to basically race his way in there, as it looks like he will. To the front, Harkenrider in that 15 car. They will have to make one pit stop during the showdown race, as Newman now will go to his inside. Okay, well, we'll go over the setup for the race, the All-Star race itself. There will be 2 All-Star race, well, 2 segments. The first segment, they will start by how fast they qualified, and then they will run the 20 laps, no pit stops. Then the top 10 will get points, 10 through 1 point. That'll be how they get. And then the second race, they will randomly choose a number, and that's where they will start. And then they will finish and get their points or whatever. So whoever has the most points at the end of the night will be your All-Star race winner. We will have that calculated here, and we will be able to tell you in video, but it might not be official until afterward. As Dylan White now trying to get in there. He does have the transfer position. He'll go to the inside of Newman. Stephanie Newman for the lead. They will try to probably pit around lap 12 or so. The first segment they will not pit, the first All-Star race segment, and then the second segment they will. They will have to make one green flag pit stop. So that'll be interesting to watch as the night moves on, how pit strategy works along here as people try to make the race. Dylan White really needs to stay in there, because if he doesn't keep that position, he most likely will not be picked. He most likely will not make the race, so he really needs to stay where he is. So these pit stops will be very vital to him coming up later. Right now, Billy Bishop does have the random drawing position. So yeah, Harkenrider will be the other one to get it if Bishop does make his way into the race by racing in, just like Dylan White does. So sorry, I might be a little confusing here, but it'll come together at the end of the night. As Dylan White will lead lap 6 of 20 in this All-Star Showdown. Basically a 5-car breakaway there, as one of the Thomas brothers goes for that 3rd position. Looks like Ray Thomas. as he's working his way up into second now to the inside of the pole sitter Hernandez. And he will take it. I have to potentially try to chase down that 22 car now. The first two finishers are locked in. Anyone else behind them basically needs to be chosen. As Austin White starting to move into the picture here, but Dylan White's still your leader today in this race. So Dylan White and Grant Thomas, and Billy Bishop will be the three drivers to make the race as it stands right now, as they will start working lap 10 right now. Dylan White looking to take the halfway crossed flags there. Stops will be coming shortly in just about 2 laps. Thomas starting to move his way in now. Can he make a run? There's halfway. 10 laps to go. Dylan White still your leader. He really wants to make the race today. The front two have pulled away. Ray Thomas going to his inside, side by side through turns 3 and 4. Thomas gets a big run. So they will start working lap 12 this time by. So we potentially might see the first of the pit stops this race. The first round, I guess. The first group of drivers to want to pit this lap. Thomas, your leader. Doesn't seem like he's going to take it. He's staying high. Doesn't look like anyone else would pit either. So potentially this lap will be the beginning of the pit cycle. As Ray Thomas has started his lead kind of late there. You probably should have tried to lead a little earlier so he could have pulled away. But I guess he really had to chase down the 22 as it looks like they might be slowing down this time by. Yes, they are. Cars entering pit road. Ray Thomas bringing the car in. The leader is Kyle Smith. I'm just gonna work my way up here. It seems like Kyle Smith is the only. Oh, whatever. I'll just Kyle Smith will be the only one that stays out. Whoops. Sorry for the difficulties here. Yeah, so Kyle Smith trying to work some pit strategy. The only one that stayed out. This will either make or break his race. He started last. He really needed something. You really needed pit strategy or something today to win it, or at least make the show. Last week he had a chase spot, but it didn't work out. He got passed by Kelsey Bishop for that chase spot in points. So hasn't been having a very good last 2 weeks, really. So we'll move back up to Ray Thomas here. And the 82 car back on track. We'll see if he'll be the leader coming by this time. Sounds like Kyle Smith is pulled on track, but he will have the momentum. Thomas will retake the lead. Kyle Smith, I don't know where he will rejoin. Dylan White down to third, but this scoring is from about a lap ago, so this time by should really show their true position, as Ray Thomas is really pulled away in the field here. He's about to lap Harkenrider, as Thomas will now be scored in that position. Dylan White back up to second, Austin White to third. So we will go back to the 22 car He has the position. He's going to have to try to hold it off from his brother as we close in on the final 4 laps here, about 4.5 laps. Ray Thomas basically has this race locked up, but now Dylan White needs to try to keep that position with 4 laps to go. Rivers in that 20 car. Gonna start tracing him down. Seems like they're still battling for position behind him, but they will have a run coming through this corner. Three laps to go. You're not missing anything up front. Thomas has a very large lead. Nothing to really see. As Harkenrider now going to try to pass the 22 for that transfer position. Conflates try to make his way in. I might have said Harkenrider, sorry about that. But Flates trying to make his way in now. 2 laps to go. Austin White now also going to try to race. The second position. This is the only time the second position counts all day, as Austin White will take it from his brother in the 22 car. And now Flates will move to 3rd. Is able to come around and take the white flag right here. Can White race his way back in against his brother? He's still racing for 3rd with Flates right now. This isn't helping his situation very much, as now he will start to fall out, but he's keeping the top side up there. Austin White now kind of pulled away. Can Flates close in this lap, this corner right here? Doesn't seem like he'll have enough. Thomas will take the win, but White will take the 2nd position. Austin White will take the 2nd transfer position, and Billy Bishop will be the random selected driver to make the race. So we will see you in just a couple of minutes for the first segment of the All-Star race. Thank you, and we will see you then.